my night wolves, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we're here with Syberia, the world before. I hope I said that right. But yeah, we're here with the game that we left off last time. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. So we are with Kate. I'm gonna read you this. Autumn 2015. Kate travels to the Silver Refuge and the mountains near Vaghan. She has promised Katusha she would find the young woman on the painting that was supposed to be painted there. So we're going to go to the refuge to see if we can find more on the mysterious girl from the photo. So let's jump in and see what else we can find out about Dana. I was a little worried that it didn't save last time, but it seemed that it did save, so that's good. I got off and I was like, oh wait, it doesn't have like a save button, it just saves on its own. I got off and I'm like, oh great, did it save like where I left it? I don't remember where, I didn't see it save.
Not exactly welcoming. I'd better find a way to... The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers.
Okay. She was talking and then she interrupted herself. But they didn't have it where you can save to get off. So I was like, I don't know where it saved. So I was like, hopefully it saved where I was. And it did, thank God. But yeah, anyway, so there's skating and then there's the map.
Ah, how nice.
Very nice. Just look at everything.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. Okay, and then...
No one here. Hardly surprising.
And then exit, okay. I think we looked at everything. Okay, what do we have to do? Reach the... Okay, we just have to reach the refuge. Oh yeah, in the last video, at the end, we saw somebody that seems to be following us. We don't know who it is, though, so... Maybe it's the,
It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting? Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist, or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, so, somebody was following us, and we saw a glimpse of them at the very end. So maybe it's the detective, because we know that the detective is after us because we have a diary. It's not our diary, it's the detective's diary. I don't know why we can see it, but I'll show you. So, seeking Kate Walker. Dear Miss Foster, I have arrived in Vagahan, where I have been able to quickly pick up Miss Walker's trail. She was staying for a while in a local guest house, but had already left by the time I arrived. So this isn't Kate writing, it's the detective who's writing, not Kate. So I don't know why we could see his journal, but I find it kind of interesting. So we have a detective on our trail. It is not going to be easy to find out if she has le- left the town on. I suck at reading cursive. Like, I can read it fine, but then there's some words I'm like, what is that? I don't know, because I have a hard time. Like, I wish they had it in here where if it's in cursive, but if you like have trouble like I do reading cursive, you can read it regularly. But they don't have the button to read, so it's like hard to read sometimes. So sometimes I kind of just don't read the journal, which sucks. But I'm gonna try my best to read it. It is not going to be easy to find out if she has left the town or moved to another address. The guest house owner, a certain something Wagner, seems to hold her in very high esteem and has categorically re- refused to help me. It was all I could do to get from Wagner to tell me that Miss Walker went to the antique district on her first day in the city. So he had to pretty much like pull the information from the woman, the old lady back at the place that we're staying at, because she's like, I'm not telling you nothing. And then he's like, please just tell me where she is. And she's like, fine. She went to the antique district, but didn't tell him like any more details. I shall just have to follow Kate's footsteps in order to reconstitute her trail. Yeah, it's hard for me, like I said, to read. So he's just so the guy is reporting back to a friend of ours who was our best friend a long time ago, and he's like, "Hey, I'm on her trail," pretty much just reporting back to her old best friend. Dear Miss Foster, according to my latest information, Kate Walker has lost the automaton of hers she called Oscar. By all accounts, it happened during her visit to the Miller antique shop. So he found out about Oscar. Oh, is this what Oscar used to look like in the past? I wonder. She's also now moving her. Oh, she's now mourning her mother and her co inmate. Yeah, co inmate. I'm beginning to wonder if Miss Walker brought some kind of curse upon herself when she fled with the late Monsieur Valdern. It might seem a bit. It might seem a bit fetched, but there's a term I once heard at a conference by my, and it keeps popping into my head whenever I think of Kate Walker in a word hum hum. I really wish that they put an option for you to read it regularly and not cursive, because I suck at reading cursive. But I tried my best. But if you want to, you can just pause the video and read it yourself, and then skip ahead until I'm done reading, because I suck at reading. I'm sorry. There is so much. There's so much to talk about. Okay, I'm gonna just move on. I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit so you guys can have a chance to pause it and then read it if you want. But it's just so hard to read because I can't read cursive very well. I'm so sorry. Anyways, let's move on. So here's a sign.
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go. It's quite a walk to the refuge. So beautiful. Oh, I would love to go hiking here, but I I can't walk that far. Like it's 7 something miles. I cannot walk that far. I would be dying. Admire the view. Okay. So we gotta find the spot to admire the view. News.
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should
Okay.
find a safer spot.
Okay, go here then. Maybe there's one over here. Ah, here we go.
Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from.
There you go. Oh wow, it's so beautiful.
That is stunning.
Oh, there's the.
Oh, man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going.
I'm already dying just looking at
If
the.
what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby, on the other side of those mountains.
Wow. Yeah, so the refuge is all the way over there, and just looking at it, it makes me want to just die. Any more viewpoints? Nope. So gorgeous, though. Oh. Oh. I would love to go hiking here, though. It's so beautiful. I love hiking, even though I can't walk very far. I just love hiking, even if it kills me. Of course, I had to love hiking, but then I had to have a disability where I can't walk. Like I can walk, just not far distances, which sucks.
I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking.
Yeah, definitely. Ew. I heard that. That was scary.
What the hell is that?
That was scary. I legitimately had a heart attack, man. That was scary. Inspect something. Okay. Ooh, there's a thing over here.
Now, what do we have here? In memory of all mountain resistance fighters. It doesn't look old at all.
Yeah, somebody was out here. I think it's that person that we saw that scared the daylights out of me. Huh?
Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Hiking tips. Plan your trip and inform others about the route you have chosen. Adapt the planned routes according to your ability and weather conditions. Pay attention to weather and avalanche warnings. Even on short trips, be equipped so you can help yourself and others. Choose safe routes. Know how to recognize avalanche terrain and unsafe ice. Use a map and compass. Always make sure you know where you are. Don't be ashamed to turn back. Save your energy and seek shelter if you feel weak or tired. Make sure you are able to get back to the nearest shelter at all times. Greet other hikers if you want to greet like the locals do. You would say, I'm not even going to try to say it in Swiss German. Guten Tag in German. Oh, I can say Guten Tag. Grüß Grussy? I don't know how to say it. I want to say it though. Goosey. Grussy? Oh, okay, I'm gonna not. Guten Tag, German. Bonjour in French. Buongiorno in Italian, depending on region you're hiking in. Cool. Anything else?
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains.
Okay, I looked at everything. Okay, time to move on. Ooh, pretty. So freaking gorgeous. I'm so jealous of you, Truth Walker. Birdie! Well, looks chilly.
Well, that was one heck of a walk. Oh, come on. A ladder now?
Yep. Time to get climbing.
Okay, let's just do this.
Hold left click and move the cursor to progress. Okay, I'm doing it. Oh, no, I don't want to go down.
Pretty
Sorry.
sure there must be another way. Oh,
Doesn't look like it, so keep on going. Keep on moving, keep on going. Let's go. Woo! There, like, yeah, I would want there to be another way to Kate Walker though, because like that's climbing up that ladder seems like a lot of effort.
finally. Oh, that must provide energy to the refuge.
Very nice. Oops. I thought I clicked on go up, but I clicked past it. We reached the refuge. Nice.
I've seen that before. That must be it.
Okay. Okay, so
Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere.
okay. Right there.
Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
Yep. Yeah. Ugh. And then
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
Okay. And then this is here.
No matching points here.
Oh.
I should try something else.
What? Huh. Okay, never mind. it is. Is it this?
That rock wall.
Okay,
It
yeah.
can't be a coincidence.
I was like so confused. I got everything else but that one. But I figured it
Wow.
out.
Hardly changed at all.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Hi.
Beautiful.
It is called the Silberspiegel, our local pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
That's why we're here.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see?
And why is that, Fräulein?
Oh, this painting is all I have left. As you said, she looks like me. I promise, Katusha. This painting is all I have left.
For a start, I've lost everything, including people very dear to me. I think you know what that is, right? And the girl in the picture has given me a reason to go on. It might sound strange, but it's like some kind of calling.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh, Demoiselle Lenny.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Summer 1937. This is around the time that she was working there.
It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis. Oh, handsome as a Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less, very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me, would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. "Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny," he would say, in French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one. Frank Hoss was his name. Preferred his own company. Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Rose. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go round taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
I'll be fine.
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
That's the girl. Off you trot then, my lovely. Keep smiling, and you'll have them carrying your tray for you.
It kind of makes me uncomfortable. I don't.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
Okay. Okay, I got a few things to do. Okay. No, don't go near that guy. It's hard
What a
to.
strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square.
It's hard to like know what you're clicking on sometimes. Okay. Inspect. Okay, and one.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
Yes. One. Okay. Ah, okay. Ah. Okay, one down. One. And okay.
I need to serve those drinks to the
I
scientists.
know I clicked on the wrong thing. God dang it. Okay, so this and what was it? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. And then two of these.
The keg's empty. I need to change it.
Okay. Okay, and there we go.
That
That's
should be
everything.
it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
Okay. Okay, off we go.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Right. And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
Paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If, when we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
Awkward.
I'm sure it's all very interesting, but I must admit I'm more into the arts myself. Music mostly.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Hertz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Hertz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
What
go.
a brute.
Yeah.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
Let it go.
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
Okay. So we gotta look at the stove.
This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Okay, there we go. I'm like, how do I do? I don't know what I'm doing.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Okay. Inspect.
Better try another one. Looks all good to me.
Okay.
Impossible. Looks all good to me. That one is loose.
Ooh. Okay.
That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
Okay. I probably need more firewood, so let's back all the way out. So let's go. Oh, oh yeah, he wants me to look at paintings as well. I think. Inspect.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Yeah. Read. Dana, I've a little favor to ask you. Young Leon, the Alpine, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his pastime. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted at least. I can see what they are. And I would be dead chuffed to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad and brings in the customers. So I thought, as your father sells them, and I know sod all, I'll ask you to choose. Thanks for the help. Okay.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
Yes. Look. Ooh, pretty waterfall. Okay. Look. Ooh, that one looks like a storm is about to brew. Painting. Clouds. Yeah, it looks like a storm's about to brew. And this one is a beautiful waterfall. Which I really want to choose this one, but I kind of want to choose the other one because I kind of like the other one. I like both of them. I don't know, I kind of like this one better because of the waterfall, but also because of the trees and the mountains and the clouds. And this one is just like clouds and well, it has some trees and the mountain, but you know, I'm picking this one. I'm gonna pick this one. So I'm gonna.
I think I'll pick this one.
Okay, so I did that. I gotta go get some firewood for.
Come on, Leon. Show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
Oh, Leon. Ooh, inspect.
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look. Madonna laces. The Silberspiegel, the heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge. According to Herr Gustav, only the most seasoned alpinists can climb it.
Wait, heart face? Okay, I kind of see it, yeah. Okay. It doesn't really look like a heart, kind of.
The highest peak in the region. Little Lenny said that it's the keeper of the border with Switzerland, and that it's supposed to feed on the souls of those who have been swept away by the mountain.
Devil's Peak.
This path leads to Switzerland. One needs to be guided by an alpinist to go through it, though.
Devil's Pass.
The Devil Pass starts here. The end of the road for an inexperienced hiker like me, I guess.
Hell's Gate. Did I look at everything? I feel like I did. Saw that, yes. Saw that. Saw that. Yeah, so we saw everything. Cool.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
Leon, dear, please make an effort. I want to talk to her. Hello. What are you playing with? Oh, this is the lady in the wheelchair. The... What you doing?
Lenny, sweetheart,
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
what have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens.
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta.
Borrowed?
Who is this Frau Junta, anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's why she likes filming Leon, because he's young and handsome.
Lenny?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Are you interested in filming?
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the center of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
Promise.
I promise.
There, like that.
I
not
can
to move now,
understand what
darling.
these two girls are talking about the whole feeling trapped, because I went through something kind of similar where I had to be stuck inside my house for I think it was 2 to 3 years I just had to stay inside the house. Like, I didn't have to stay inside the house, it was just because I couldn't get out of the house to go and do things. I had to be stuck in the house, but I would go out for walks and stuff like that. But mostly I was stuck in the house. I couldn't do anything. I was always staring at the same four walls every day, no matter what, and it was like, it was driving me crazy, so I understand. Okay, here's the wood. Take.
perfectly dry.
Perfectly dried. Okay, and then you get to stare at Leon.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny.
Okay. Okay. That's everything out here. So now we get to go inside. I don't know what they find in Leon. But it is what it is, so. Like, he's not bad looking, it's just not my taste, I guess.
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen.
Very nice. Oh no, yeah, I got it. Huh? Really? Oh yeah.
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen.
I made a mistake. Okay, this one. Use this.
That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow.
Yep, I'm working on it. Use this.
That's it. I'm done here. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do.
Okay.
I'd better go and tell him.
Yes, we're going there. Talk to Herr Gustav. Yeah, there we go. Chuck.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. You handled your first foray pretty well, Dana, my girl, stepping away as you did from anything to do with the Brown Shadow. Keep it up, and we'll all be all right. Hey, Dana?
But what if he...
Just do as you did, and we'll be all right. You played him like a fiddle, Dana. Well done. Especially as I didn't even have to spell out how to go about it. You're a natural. So keep it up, my lovely, and you'll be opening doors at the flick of an eyelash. So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
Yes, Gustav.
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Yes, Gustav. You can tell she loves music. Okay.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
She broke a key yesterday. Okay, let's see. Luckily, I don't have to play because I don't know how to play.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I hope I haven't...
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap! How can you clap? Oh? So you like noise, do you?
You drunk.
Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel rousing! It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessory to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Dumbass.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fraulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another. So, that's the painting Dana thinks father should buy from Leon. Nice choice.
Oh, she liked the painting. Sorry, sweetheart, but it looks like he picked her over you. Baghan, February 15th, 1936. Local man Leon Kabatis took a shock solo man's gold at the Greenwich Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Oh, cool. Tried playing the piano. Oh. Well, I gotta go back downstairs because it says to try to play the piano. Can we go downstairs? Oh. I was thinking of playing the piano, but then I was like, nah. Oh.
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
What's the point? I could never compete with Dana.
Oh. That poor girl. Did that lady have to seriously say that? Like, wow. I guess I can see why she thinks of her as an old hag. Oh, the train's going by. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. Anything else I can look at? I know I can look at that. Inspect this.
Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit. I'm so glad I started this collection of photos. When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them.
That's so sad. Anyway, so we're inspecting. Gonna spy on these two.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities.
Did I frighten you? What's the matter? Did I frighten you?
What's wrong? Did my rant frighten you?
Well, yes. Yes, it did. I mean, not you, Fraulein. But what you said about the fascists. You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training you.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
Love at first sight. My cat scared the crap out of me earlier, and then I was petting her because she was getting all excited because I was looking at her.
Stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Don't believe it. But where did Dana go afterwards? Did Dana leave anything behind?
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
Okay. So now we got to find...
Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
Alright, let's head on in. Oh, there's the piano.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Ah! Who are you? Hi.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. Hmm? English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure, as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation, through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
I love this guy's accent. It's so funny. I know it's French, but it's just...
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
That's...
You are welcome, Fräulein.
That's so sad. They want to escape so bad, and they went to the only place that they think that they could escape just for them to get avalanched and killed.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's
Nice.
touching when you think about it.
We went through all that just for her. That's so nice. Oh. My bad.
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Probably not many, because that door is blocked by a whole bunch of stuff.
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
She never got... She got a book from them and she never read it. Check the first floor, then go to the second floor, if there is one. My headphones keep slipping off my head.
This must be Lenny's room.
Lenny's room.
Not sure I'm allowed in here, really.
She gave us permission to look around, so no place is off limits. Oh, there's that thing. Nice.
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
Her room hasn't changed very much from the last time we saw it.
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period.
Nice.
These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
Nice.
There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth.
Nice.
This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
Interesting.
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
Wow. Look out the window.
She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
Who knows? Okay. Exit. Looked at everything I think here.
Austere. Looks like a storage room.
Yep.
It's cold in here. Another of those cigar butts.
It's one of those cigar butts again.
There.
Oh.
But who could have left it open?
There's the painting.
So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like.
Interesting, I like that. Cool. Okay, we found the picture that I picked. That cup was very suspicious. Very dusty. Must be hard to take care of this place while in a wheelchair. Especially to get rid of the dust. Isn't there like a room here? Oh, it's blocked off, it's fine. Interaction. Oh. Clicky. Ah, cool. Go up. Up we go.
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
Huh, okay. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Ooh, search. Valberg Manufacturing. September 3rd, 1945. Dear Herr Gustav Renner, with regards to your letter of August 3rd, we are pleased to inform you that Volberg Manufacturing would be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans would have been as admiring as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. I am doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of our most talented former employees. Oh, her father was a employee of Hans. It is therefore with great pleasure that Volberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find and close the construction plans that will allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap. Oh wow, yours sincerely, Anna Volberg. Wow, that's so cool. And then here's the plans. That's so cool. Assembling drawings and their bill of materials for the construction of various mechanisms to adapt the refuge to Demazella Lenny's handicap. That is amazing. For Vandenberg, 1945.
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
April 3rd, 1945. I already read that. Okay.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Don't blame you.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Oh, wow. Oh boy, this is a puzzle. Open Jennifer's coffin. Inspect. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully it's the right thing. Okay. Okay. Inspect. Okay, it's not moving. Okay. Inspect. Oh. Okay. Don't know what to get to do. I feel like I know what I have to do, but I don't know. Go down. Let's go talk to Lenny about what we found so far. Oh my gosh. Boop, boop, boop. You probably see me yawning and stuff like that. It's because I'm starting to get tired. It's starting to get late here, but I want to record. Okay, let's talk to Lenny. Yeah, talk.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
Why are you gonna sleep outside? It's cold.
How did you meet Leon Kobatis?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate him. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room. But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist? And to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
Can you tell me about the resistance medal with your name on it?
Sure, I was in the Resistance. Not for those medals, though. Nothing but tin charms. You see, there's those who received medals, and those that were killed. And besides, they aren't gonna give me my legs back, are they?
No, but they prove you played a part in the liberation of your country.
Puh, nonsense. Nothing but bad memories. I'd rather not talk about it.
About Yunta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
You wouldn't happen to know the combination, would you?
I told you before, I don't know it.
I'll be going then.
She's a grouchy old woman, Jesus. And dark. Oh. Oh, yay. Oh. Still dark. Okay. Now we can look. It's definitely different from, like, the last time. Oh, we can even take pictures now. Ah. I feel like this is gonna help us with what we're doing.
That's the fabled Silberspiegel.
Oop. Sorry, girl. She's gonna say something and she's gonna repeat? No, she's not gonna repeat it. Oops. Sorry, I was just like, I wanna take pictures. Okay, I'll let her talk before I snap the picture this time. Nothing to say about the Devil's Peak. She's like, fine, if you're gonna interrupt me, I'm not gonna talk then.
So that's what they call the Devil's Pass. Incredible.
Incredible. Okay.
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the Alpinist mentioned must be inside. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
So that's where the bodies are. Tourism. I got an achievement unlocked called tourism. So that's all of them, correct? Okay. I think that's gonna help me with the box, so. Enter. Did I search everywhere? Let me see. Set the left side panel, set the top side. Set the right side panel. Open Jennifer's. Find. Wait, hold on. Find out about the Reagan and its history before you open Jennifer's coffin. Find out about the region and its history before I open it. Okay.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
There.
If you get a chance, have a look at the Silberspiegel at sunset. The colors are a marvel of nature.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
So many mechanisms. Says find out about the region and its history before you open Jennifer's coffer. I thought I looked at everything. Something I'm missing?
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
There's something on the wall, but I can't see it. Come on, move. She's stuck. She's physically stuck. She's stuck! Oh my god, she's stuck. I told her to go to the exit. I told her to look at the piano and she won't move. Oh my god. I physically got her stuck. Are you serious? Oh thank god. She's not stuck. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I talked to him. I can't talk to him anymore. I don't know, like, maybe there's something up in the attic I didn't look at, maybe? Or something. I don't know. Oh my god, I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's stuck. Is there something? There's a newspaper here. Doesn't look like I can look at it though. Okay, go up. Let's see if there's something upstairs that I didn't look at. There's something I need to look at. What that something is, I have no idea.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's awesome. I looked at this. Find out about the region and history before you open Jennifer's box. I don't see anything else that I need to click on to look at up here, so I guess we'll go downstairs and do some more snooping. I heard a door shut. I hear like somebody moving around. It's kind of creepy. Can't look at anything else. Mm-mm. I just ended up outside because I don't know where else to look for this. I want to do the find out about the region thing.
That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found on the ice.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Go back. Help. Oh, okay. I was like, how do I go back? Look.
Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name. So much going on in these mountains.
Okay,
Now
figured it
and
out.
before. But I'd better get back on track, or I'll end up renting a room from Demoiselle Lenny and explore the area for weeks.
Okay, I figured it out. I'm glad. So now we can go upstairs and try opening that box. Okay.
I should be able to change the images by turning the thumb wheels.
Finally! Yay! I did it! Okay. Okay, finally figured it out. I was just having a little trouble, but I managed to do it. Yay! Set the top side. So. Ooh. Okay. Back, hold on. Okay, so is it this one? 7, 2. So it's 0, 7, 2. Like, is this supposed to be like in a certain order or something? Okay. That was all like randomness. I did not know what I was doing. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna randomly do it until it works. And guess what? I did exactly that. I have no idea what I was doing there. Okay, and then...
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Okay, so now, it's the... I know what one this one is. Okay, it's this one. So 108. 108. 108. Yes. Okay. I'm making progress. I'm making progress. I'm making progress. Oh my gosh. Search.
A film developing company. They probably developed Yunta's films and sent them back once they were done.
I'm so proud of myself that I managed to get it. Okay, so this is...
A film developing company. They probably developed Yunta's films and sent them back once they were done.
Yes. Ooh. How do I... Okay, hold on. And there we go. Okay.
No doubt Yunta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see.
Nice.
I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
Dana. Oh my gosh. She just walks up the stairs. Obviously, it's in the past. Hello?
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Okay. Thanks to the documents found in 2005 by Kate, you can reveal the events of the past it describes. Use the information Dana gains in the past to progress with Kate. Click on the button to swap between Kate and Dana. Ooh. That's so cool. We get to skip between them. Nice.
The key Yunta asked me to hide.
Okay.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
I caught her red hand. Don't.
Where do you normally put it?
Loyal!
I have a little hiding place over there.
I got the event thing saying loyal. Yeah, I'm not going to snitch her out.
Is this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
It's a handy hiding place. Who made it?
Oh, Herr Gustav. He knows only too well that some customers have their little secrets, you know.
Yunta's key should be safe in there.
Nice.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
Okay. But I saw some stuff that I wanted to check out over here, so I'm gonna do that before I switch over. Look.
Did you take this picture?
Of course.
How did you and Leon get together? I mean, how did you...
We're just friends, if that's what you want to know.
How did you get to film them training?
Oh, it was a commission. Lucky, really. Right place, right time kind of thing. Of course, I jumped at the chance because it meant I could film Leon in action at last.
And Herr Hers, what's he doing with the Origin expedition?
Unfortunately, all scientific expeditions sponsored by the Brown Shadow come with a chaperone like him. There to make sure their funds are used as they see fit. In other words, that there is no divergence with regards to their ideology.
Herr Gustav's radio. Looks like he customized it, probably to compensate for the wave disturbance due to the mountains.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'll go into the dark room and then I'll switch over to Kate and then get the key and so on and so forth.
Did you take the photos of the athletes? You're not often lonely then.
Well, look at our sweet little waitress. Doesn't she have a saucy mind? It's called art, dear. My work aims to explore every facet of youth and the vitality of bodies.
I bet it does. That's a lot of equipment you have there. If you don't mind my asking, how do you manage to pay for it all?
Oh, that's easy. Especially when you know a few generous patrons of the arts, dear.
Okay. Wait, if I switch back to Kate... Oh.
I love your photos.
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I used them as a sort of checklist.
Interesting.
A checklist, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go back. That's so cool. Okay. Here?
Get away!
What hello there?
Yunta's coffer key.
Yay! Oh.
Vaughan Refuge, 1937. Yunta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Yep. Okay. Oh.
Need a key to open it.
Yep, we just got one. Nice.
Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?
Oh, we saw this. Here. Actually, let's inspect all of them before we do. Wow. So cool. River. Okay, this is what we're here for. Goat. Stop it. Goat. Sorry, that was my cat. I don't know. I think his sister was chasing him and he doesn't like it. Rin, you okay? Stop. Okay. So goat, flower, mountain, trees. Okay. And then go back here. Goat, flower, tree. No, mountain. Is it mountain tree? Mountain tree? Okay, it was. Aha. Oh no! We can't go back. I was hoping to go back to finish the thing with, you know, them, but nope. Dang it. It's alright. Well, that was fun though. Okay. Inspect. Okay.
Wrong one.
Okay, this one. And use this one. And then okay. We had one of these in school, so that's how I know how to use it. When I was like really young, we had these things. Like, I don't know how old I was. Probably like 3 or 4, I think. Really young. But yeah. Ooh. Leon's kind of an idiot. Mhm. Dana. She was so angry. Oh, it's the painting that we found. They caught it when he was painting it. So this is all summer long, pretty much. Why is she laughing? I think she was picking on him. Jokingly, obviously. Autumn 2005. Okay, so that was interesting. Inspect. Nice.
Interesting footage. Let's see what's on the other reel.
I think I know. No, the other one I had to grab it and pull it to the thing, and I didn't have to do it this time, so I was all confused, but... Oh. Oh, I'm actually recording. I'm actually doing something. I didn't realize I was actually doing it. I think she filmed without asking. Obviously, you won't be able to open it. Lenny, what are you doing? How old is Lenny, I wonder? Pretty young, right? Oh, these two are in a looks like they're arguing. Those two look like they were arguing. I wonder what they were arguing about.
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
Ask Lenny about the fight. Okay, let's go.
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fraulein? But as you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
But can you blame her? Those things are expensive. Cameras are expensive. Even in the olden days, they're expensive. If you broke that...
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
Why you?
There are plenty of other guides in Wagen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vegarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vegarians would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the music academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right.
Okay. Highland painter, alpine lover, mountain artist. Alpine lover, I guess.
Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on.
All right, but maybe you ought not to say this in public.
They're cute. She's 18. He looks a lot older than her. Probably like
Beautiful,
in his
isn't
20s.
it? I could stay here forever.
At least she's is 18, so it's not like bad. But still pretty young. But back then,
There,
they married
Fräulein
young.
Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vargan. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein...
Musical square.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again.
Yeah, back then they married young. Like, there was
I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
Rin. But yeah, back then they married very young. Like, people married like at 16, got pregnant young. Like, so it's not very uncommon that young people got together or like... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, my brain's not working because I'm starting to get tired.
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget the grief, I guess.
Honey, leave Rin alone, please.
You should go, Kate. Or you're gonna miss the tram.
Do I have to?
There will always be a train for you.
Go get it. That was that person again. Or who are you? Oh. There's a person or something following us. Detective, maybe? I don't know. I threw slush at the ground to scare them, and it hit their tunnel, and it's stuck in the tunnel. And my cat's going, my kitten, Honey, is going over to it, and she's going. She's sniffing it and smacking at it because she's scared by it. Oopsies. Frustrating, you know. I'm trying to record and my cat's growling because he doesn't. My kitten, she's very playful. My other cat is very lazy, so he doesn't want to play, and she doesn't get that because she's a baby, and it's a pain in the butt. And so sometimes when I'm trying to record, they'll go at each other. Well, more like she'll go after Rin.
Gosh, what a day!
And he starts growling and stuff. He won't like attack her or anything.
Oh, Oscar's okay. Wherever he is.
Oh, no.
I'm not abandoning him. I just need to find him.
No. Hopefully we'll find him soon, Kate. Yeah, it seems like I distracted her, which is good, because just don't need her going after her brother right now. She's gone.
Closed. It's late. Frau Wagner must have gone to bed.
Okay, so we need to go check the computer. Oh, I don't want to do all that reading, though. Oh. Reading is such a pain in the butt for me. Okay. Search location. Iron Taiga. The Iron Taiga refers to a region of Eastern Europe that has remained largely wild. It is mostly known for having been a defense line of... Oh wait, I read this. Didn't I read this? I feel like I read it, but I'm not positive. I wish that they would take away the stuff that I already like looked up and read, so I don't have to guess which one I've done, you know? Baltiar is a Central Asian country located between Russia and China. The capital and largest town in Kantar, a former British colony. Baltiar was granted independence shortly after the Second World War. It is mostly mountainous, consisting of several mountain ranges separated by valleys and interconnected by a network of caves and okay. Galleries. Oh my god, galleries. 25% of the country is wooded and is also delimited by the desert steppes as well as by Great Lakes linked together by over 50 kilometers of waterways. Baltiar's highest peak is in meters above sea levels and is greatly prized by mountaineers from all over the world. Okay. I looked up Vagan, right? Yeah, I wish that these ones I already searched were gone so I didn't have to research them. Per people and organization.
It's a shame that Demoiselle Lenny is so modest about having been a member of the Resistance. She's a true hero.
The Vagan Gazeti 60th anniversary of the liberation of Valhan, a heartfelt tribute to veteran resistance fighters. April 14, 2005, the ceremony commemorating the 60th anniversary of the liberation of Valhan took place under a procession. First passed down Vahan's symbolic memory lane. A heartfelt tribute was given to resistance fighters who indefatigably fought against the fascist invaders throughout the occupation period. Most of the remaining survivors were able to make the journey and deliver moving speeches that deeply touched the assembly. As a reminder, 60 years ago, all the residence groups of Vagren fought alongside the Red Army and Allied force to retake the town and Osterthal from the Brown Shadow. There was, however, just one disappointment. Lenny Reiner, the well-known manager of the refuge of Syberia, and one of the most revered and emblematic resistant fighter of our town, once again refused to join the compar- comparation. Our local icon describes her refusal as her own particular way of paying tribute to her comrades fallen in combat, and she should be taken without the slightest hint of controversy. Given the thunderous applause that punctuated the old lady's name when called out at the podium, this sense of decency and discretion was perfectly understood by all present. Oh, cool.
Demoiselle Lenny told me a lot about her. But was she some kind of spy?
Spy. Born in London in 1912 of Austrian parents, Junta Stifoff is a filmmaker and photographer. She is famous for her major aesthetical influence on the cinema of the 1930s. She was the center of several controversies over her presumed role during the Second World War, and until accused of collaborating with the Brown Shadow, for whom she made several commissioned films. Junta later was found to have worked for the Allied Secret Service, especially for British biography. The filmmaker lived in London until 1935. She loved mountaineering sports and photography, which led her to follow the international winter sports competition for different newspapers and specialized magazines. She sojourned regularly in the Alps, especially in the area situated in Austrathal, fluent in German, and keen to meld in with the population of Austrathal. The filmmaker chose the artistic persona of Junta, so borrowing her mother's maiden name while giving a nod to her Germanic origins. So she's German. Oh my gosh. Into the heroine of the Mountains film Das Blue Lich, 1922, filmed by the very controversial Lenny. Oh, Lenny! Junta dedicated a large part of her work to filming mountaineers come from the four corners of the world to change the renowned rocks for faces of Austral. The beauty of youth and the magnificent landscape combined in her athletic version, so nurturing her passion for both the cinema and photography. Junta was accepted into the very close circle of Austrahal alpinists. Hungry for outstanding records, this circle was in those days very politicized and said to be close to the faces the ideas of the brown shadow. These ideas were exemplified by the conquest of untouched peaks, excellenting and supposed. Oh my gosh, so much to read. It was during this period that Junta was commissioned to make films for the Brown Shadow. The political movement soon went from fake patron to financier of pure propaganda. Yet when the Second World War broke out, the artistic aura of the filmmaker and impelled her to prompt her film both in the capital of the Axis. Oh my god, so much to read. Power as well as in a far number of allied countries. It was revealed that junta took advantage of these trips to supply precious information to the Allied forces and especially to the Foreign Office in London, who had preventively approached the young woman during the rise of the Brown Shadow in the 1930s. Upon the liberation of Austrasal, Junta was then detained for a few days for her role in the Brown Shadow's propaganda machine. Her status as a double agent soon enabled her to be cleared. The filmmaker has since kept to herself.
Nothing relevant. The expedition mustn't have led to any major breakthrough, I guess.
Good. The Brown Shadow, which we read on about. Achievement Unlocked browser. The Academy of Music Vagahan. Founded at the beginning of the 19th century, the Academy of Music quickly became a veritable Vagahan institution. The Academy trained many generations of international musicians, especially pianists, so contributing to the cultural influence of the town the world over. The Academy is a place for great importance in Valgahan history and played a crucial role in the tragic events of the Second World War. Following the annexation of Austrasal by the Brown Shadow in 1938 and by extension of Vagahan, the Brown Shadow turned the Academy into a old orb something or a high field command. Opening the archives has since enabled historians to prove that its soundproof rehearsal rooms were used by the Brown Shadow as prison cells and interrogation rooms. Oof. Okay, I think that's everything. Good. Oh my gosh, my brain
The more I
hurts.
discover about Dana, the more I get the feeling I'm only scratching the surface of Vaughan's history. Oh, but hey, let's call it a day. I really should go to bed now.
Good idea. Bedtime. I do want to go to sleep, but at the same time, I want to play.
Colonel Blake. Vaughan Institute for Forensic Science and Medicine. Charming. Do not disturb. Well, all right then.
Somebody's in there. Like, look at it or something. Okay, we're in our bedroom. Oh, she's reading that letter again. You know, the sad one. Activate melody. Winter 1983. New Jersey, USA.
Is that you, Katie?
Yes, Mom! I mean, who else can it be?
Who else could it be? Okay, so we gotta inspect the house before you take the music box, okay?
Looks like Mom's friends came over again last night. She's been seeing them a lot since what happened to Dad. Maybe too much. Come on, I've been cooped up in my room for hours. Jeez, pulling my hair out, trying to figure out the math problem Miss Wormwood gave us. I deserve a break, right?
The poor girl.
Another letter for Dad.
Richard Walker.
Last time it took Mom days to find the strength to open it.
I wonder what happened to her father.
Grandpa and Grandma from New York gave it to me for my last birthday. I really ought to read it, or at least dog-ear the pages so it looks like I did.
Wonder what happened to her dad. Did her dad pass away? Our dearest Sarah, your father and I would like to express our deepest sorrow at what happened to Richard. We are worried about your welfare, darling Sarah. You might be a fully grown adult, but we still worry about you. We wanted you so much. You were our miracle child, so even now, as a young woman with a daughter of your own, it is hard for us to see you suffer. You have always been our pride and joy. Just remember, darling, we are here for you should you need us. We will always be here for you as long as we breathe. We shall be with you whatever happens in the spring for your birthday. Remember, just let us know if you want us to stay with you for a while until you're back on your feet, and we shall be down as fast as you can say, Jack Robinson. With our deepest love, Mom and Pop.
The piano that Mom ordered will soon be here. couldn't bring myself to tell her that I wanted a drum kit instead.
Oh. The piano mom ordered should arrive anytime soon. So she wanted a drums. She wanted drums instead of a piano.
Mom bought those again.
To ease mom. I wonder what they are. Huh. She's drinking and medicating. Uh-oh.
Wow. I hope I get to travel around the world too when I grow up.
Oh, I forgot to shut this, so let's shut it. Okay. Wow, she looks a lot like, Dana, definitely. I don't even know where the music box is, but I don't want to accidentally pick it up.
Oh, hello, Munchkin.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Still have to look for stuff, right? Yeah.
Is everything okay, Katie?
Yeah. I want to get close so I could see her. Oh, here we go.
We haven't seen Grandpa and Grandma for a long time. Mom says they'll probably come over from New York on her birthday.
Wait, these are her parents? You know who she looks like? She looks like Dana. Her mother looks like Dana. And she looks nothing like her grandparents. Like, not her grandparents. She looks nothing like her parents, I mean. Huh. Is she adopted? I have no idea. Guessing this is Dad, portrait of Pop. Yep. So that's her dad. Huh. Okay, cool. Now we gotta find the music box. Cool, I looked at everything we needed to look at. I don't know, she doesn't look like her parents. That's the only thing. Like, she doesn't look like her parents, so I'm wondering if she's adopted. And her mom kind of looks like Dana, kind of a little bit as well. So I wonder if she's related to Dana in that sense. Maybe, I don't know.
You forgot your music box.
Be careful with that, please, Munchkin.
Yeah, she looks so much like Dana. They both do. So they are definitely part of Dana's family.
Where'd this come from?
I already told you. Your grandma and grandpa gave it to me when I was little.
Doesn't look like it's from New York, though.
I don't know. Must have been in the family forever.
I just love it.
You've always liked it. Ever since you were little.
Will you give it to me when I'm big?
Maybe, if you're a good girl. When I get old.
So when will that be, then?
Later, Katie.
So my thing is, did Dana end up pregnant and then give the baby up for adoption, I wonder? But why would she do that? I have no idea. I will have to wait and see. But I don't know. The girl does not look like her mother and father at all. So that's why I'm like speculating or theorizing.
But when?
In a very, very long time, I guess. When I'll be gone.
Yeah, or maybe she didn't give the baby up for adoption. Maybe she passed away and then they put the baby up for adoption. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. My brain's going, oh. Look at the letter.
Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time.
Oh, give it a rest, Olivia. Oh, what the hell? You want me to call you Olivia? Fine. I've survived worse criticism.
You're gonna call Olivia now after she sent that letter, I don't know how long ago, like probably 2 to 3 years ago?
Who do you think you are, Olivia Foster? It's easy to judge and lecture me from New York. You know nothing about what I've gone through, of what I've had to endure since leaving Hans. Don't know why I should be so nervous about making a simple phone call. I mean, hey, I've crossed Europe, been in all sorts of danger, and yet look at me here. I'm worrying about talking to my former best friend. Oh, and I think I used to spend my life on the phone gossiping with her. So what do I risk? Criticism? The one who missed her mother's funeral because she was breaking rocks at the bottom of a mine. In any case, Olivia hasn't stopped criticizing me ever since I left Valladolid on Hans Vorarlberg's train. I'm the one who should be criticizing her. I mean, come on. Isn't she the one who took advantage of my absence to get her hooks into Dan? Now look at me, mulling over old grudges. That's exactly what I wanted to escape from when I decided to go with Hans in his train to Syberia. And then there was the departure with the Yukon tribe, their seasonal migration. Come on, Kate, for Christ's sake, stop procrastinating. Just make the darn call and get it over with.
Oh boy.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Kenton, is that you? Who's there, please?
I got your letter.
Got your letter, Olivia.
Kate, I sent it 2 years ago.
I know. Things have been complicated.
Complicated? I see. And so when are you coming back to New York? You know, to visit your mother's grave?
You know I can't come back, Olivia. I'm still wanted by the police over the sale of the Vorarlberg factory.
Oh, I haven't forgotten, believe me. If only you knew how much the accusations hurt your mother. Visits from the police, the requisitions, and just when she was diagnosed, too. And yet the poor woman never stopped hoping that her daughter would come back one day. Or at least call to help her in her final days.
I don't have to justify myself to you, Olivia, or to anyone else.
Kate, Okay, listen to me. I thought you had plenty plenty of time to think about how you abandoned all of us. Me, your mother, Dan, or even that poor Mr. Canton. And maybe felt at least some remorse. But I guess I was dreaming. All you do is keep chasing castles in the sky and ignore those who care about you.
I get why you're mad. Do you think I'm not mad at myself?
Well, I hope so.
But there's nothing I can do now to change what happened. It's over, Olivia. All I have now is the woman in the painting.
Oh, Kate. I should have known. And I should never have asked you to call me. Goodbye, Kate. I hope you find whatever it is you've been looking for these past 3 years. One thing's for sure, though. You wanted to be alone. And that's how you're gonna stay.
What a bitch. Oh, poor Kate. Also, those people in the picture, I was sitting there thinking about it while she was on the phone with her ex-friend, that the people in the picture looked really familiar. Have we seen that couple before? I feel like we have. Unless I'm imagining it. I don't know, but they seem familiar to me for some reason. Poor Kate. Oh, she went to bed. But yeah, like, I love how the friends in there bitching her out and stuff like that. You abandoned us all. Yeah, and you hooked up with my fucking boyfriend, you bitch, and then you married him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were still, I don't know, were they still together or were they broken up? I'm assuming that they were still together, and then she's like, yeah, I'm gonna hook up with him while she's gone. Yeah, so, who's the bad friend? But, like, I don't know. Oof. Morning, Kate.
Okay, let's go, kiddo. Another day, another page.
Another day, another page. Okay, so we're going to
A new day in Vaughan. I must take the tram to that music academy where Dana Rose was a student in the 1930s. With a bit of luck, they'll have kept her records.
Okay. Ooh, here's the pictures that we took the last time. Cool. Oh, that letter is gone.
Demoiselle Lenny told me the music academy is near the musical square. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me more.
Yes. We have to go talk to her, right? Speak to Fru. So, is that who we have to talk to? I think so. Talk.
Ah, hello, Miss...
Hello, Miss Walker. Yes.
Ah, Miss Walker. Did you sleep all right?
Fine, thanks.
Now, is there anything you need?
Ooh.
Everything seems to link the person I'm looking for with the Second World War and the rise of the Brown Shadow.
Terrible times were those, my dear. Especially when Vaughan was occupied after the annexation of Ostertal. Thank God I was born just after the liberation.
I see. But I guess you had to grow up with the after effects of those events.
Oh yes, dear. There was a kind of conspiracy of silence where everyone suspected each other, even their close friends. Did any of them collaborate with the enemy? And if so, was it through like-mindedness or simple cowardice? Were they responsible in one way or another for the arrest or death of a family member?
Oh, it must have been awful.
A terrible time, really.
Well, the person I'm looking for is from the same generation.
You'll just have to hope she managed to survive the madness then.
I'd like to go to the music academy. Can you tell me how to get there?
You just need to take the tram northbound to the musical square.
Is there anything I should know about the academy?
To tell the truth, it's a little glum nowadays. Especially when you think it was once the jewel of the town, where students came from all over the world to perform on the musical square, you know. Pity. It's since lost its panache of old through lack of students and means.
I went to the Silberspiegel Refuge yesterday. Oh, magnificent.
I won't disagree with that, Miss Walker. Those mountains are the pride of the town, just like old Lenny.
Lenny is highly respected in Vaughan because she was a resistance fighter during World War II, right? Well, I heard about it when I was at the refuge.
Lenny Renner might be a grumpy old spinster, but to us she's still a heroine. Pity the same can't be said of her father, though. Still, everyone has their cross to bear, as they say.
What do you mean?
No point gossip-mongering. The war was a dark time in Vaughan for everyone, see? Best not stir up old memories.
But I want to know. Tell me. What did her father do?
Well, I guess I should get going. Thank you for your time, Frau Wagner.
Feel free to ask if you have any more questions.
Okay. So we talked to her, now we get to go to the school. Halfway there? I got the achievement halfway there. Are we halfway done? No way. I feel like I just started this. Up we go. Oh, she's on the trolley with other people. Nice. Oh, we get to go find those initials. We get to go see Dana's initials.
Don't do that. Stop it. Oh dear. Help.
Oh dear, help! Someone, help! Sorry, Oscar. Oh my gosh.
Put me down!
Oscar?
Put Oscar down.
Bet you can't catch it! Don't you dare! Put it down! Right now! Alright then. Oscar!
Yay! We got Oscar back! Yes!
Are you alright?
Oscar!
I had a bit of a bumpy ride, but I am glad to see you, Kate Walker.
I'm so happy to see you!
Oh, I've missed you so much.
I say, this display of emotion is most unreasonable, Kate Walker. I do hope you don't plan such profusion every time I change bodies.
It's just that I've been worrying about you. Where were you, Oscar?
Well, the mechanical instinct of my host took me for a ride. All across town. It took me the whole night to tame it, and that's when I bumped into those little rascals.
Yeah, lucky I was in the area, huh?
Quite. So, Kate Walker, what has happened since we parted at the Balaton River?
A lot.
Maybe we should just sit down for a second, Oscar. This might take a while.
Ooh, pretty. Oh, that building is... Did you see that building?
And that's when Demoiselle Lenny gave me the address of the Music Academy in this neighborhood.
I see, Kate Walker.
You must think I'm crazy. You think... You must think I'm
You must
crazy.
think I'm crazy, huh? Running after that girl, Dana, who must have died ages ago.
Well, Kate Walker, you know I have difficulty understanding illogical thought patterns. But in the end, what I do understand is that
Please
you
stop,
need
you guys.
to find her. Is that correct, Kate Walker?
Yes, that is correct, Oscar. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
I don't see any fundamental difference between crossing Europe in search of mammoths, traveling on ostriches in an irradiated zone, or following your double. These are not things an automaton such as I take into consideration.
Any other thoughts, Oscar?
Well, I guess I could ask you where we are heading, but truth be told, it doesn't really matter. I will follow you wherever you lead, and for as long as you require my services, Kate Walker. That's what an automaton does.
Thank you, Oscar.
Oh dear, I hope you're not going to become physical, are you?
No, I was just going to give you a pat on the back.
I would rather you refrain from having such thoughts. I am not a dog, you know. Whatever next?
Anyway, we'd better get going, Oscar. And you'd better keep out of
I
sight.
just wanted to pet you. No!
Oh
Do
dear.
not pet me!
I don't suppose I have any choice.
Oh, Oscar. Welcome back, buddy. So happy you're here. She put him in the bag.
I'm so glad he's back.
So glad he's back too.
I'm counting on you to transplant my mechanical heart as soon as we come across an XZ-2000 automaton. Is it really necessary for me to be shut up in here, Kate Walker?
Sorry, Oscar, but I don't want to run the risk of losing you again. Bullet holes. The brown shadow must have shot people dead here. How horrible. Victims of the genocide committed by the fascists during the Second World War. Oh, so many deaths. I hope Dana made it through.
You still have the introspection before you go to the academy, but I don't know where to do that. Isn't that the... For the future? We found Dana Rose's initials. DR. Nothing to say about that? She doesn't say anything about it. She's just like... I just look around before going to the academy. Where is the academy, though?
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style. Like at Bohogstadt.
That lady looks like she hasn't slept in days. Right. Holy bejesus. Hi.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. What can I do for you?
The square?
How come the square is so well known?
Because of the mechanical orchestra there. It used to be quite the attraction. Every year, the Academy's best student would play along with it, as did renowned musicians from around the world.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Is it scheduled to play today?
I'm afraid not. Several years back, the town council discussed computerizing it. But the plan never went through, and no one has ever heard its music since.
Do you know anything about the Wagen Music Academy?
It's the large building across the square there. It used to be quite renowned worldwide, actually.
But not anymore?
Well, from what I gather, hardly anyone studies there nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if it were closed.
Well, what happened?
Budget cuts from the town council, I guess. The academy can't be very lucrative.
That sucks.
I see. There are a lot of tourists on the square.
Indeed. It attracts thousands of customers every year. A veritable boon for us retail shops.
And for the people of the town, too?
I wouldn't know about that. I live on the outskirts, as do most of the people. What with the rents being as high as they are here, you know?
Oof, yeah.
Thank you. I should go now.
Auf Wiedersehen, Fräulein. Come back again.
Bye-bye. Employee of the month. Cool. Employee of the month. Still don't know where I'm supposed to do the introspect or whatever it's called. But I know where the school is now, so I can avoid it until I can do the introspect. Because I like doing them. And I don't have to.
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
Wow. It's freaking gorgeous. Make time to sightsee. Okay, I don't want to go near the school. Please run. Yes, I found the introspect. Yay! I knew I found it. Oh, yay.
I only know Dana as a waitress at the refuge, and yet everything seems to fit with her here. Not hard to imagine her coming here to the music academy to study. And who knows, maybe Leon waited for her outside one day as a surprise after returning from his Baltayar expedition.
I want that so bad. I want that so bad. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, now we can go to the academy. So we know where the academy is, so off we go to the academy. But I'm gonna leave this here. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm starting to get exhausted. Next video, we'll go to the academy and figure out more about Dana. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know that I am. Is it a series? I don't know. I'm exhausted. Don't listen to me. I'm enjoying this game. I hope you're enjoying this game. If you guys are, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Ring that bell if you want to see more videos from me. Subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you beautiful night wolves in the next video. Goodbye.
Don't you know that you're beautiful?